Every shadow holds a story. Every story hides a haunting truth. If it chills, bewilders, or keeps you up at night, you'll find it here. Step into the darkness with us and dare to listen to the Ghost Encounters podcast. Welcome back, all you spooky people, to the Ghost Encounters podcast. I am paranormal investigator Justin Torok.
And I'm Hannah, your death-obsessed bestie.
Very important, serious announcement. Jordan, we love you and we miss you. And I need everyone who is listening or watching to send positive vibes and love over to Jordan.
Please do that.
Yes.
In our hearts and minds always.
Please.
Even though she is not in the chair next to us.
But she will be back on the podcast as soon as she is feeling better. And like I said before, I know what would lift her spirits up even more is if people send in some spooky fan stories.
Yeah, I was going to say, oh my God. I'm like, if he doesn't do it now, I'm going to do it at the end and I'm going to harass everybody. Like, it's like when you, I don't know, what do they do for Tinkerbell? Like, I do believe in fairies.
Yes.
If you do that, Jordan will heal faster.
Exactly.
So...
Exactly.
Like, wow, we're leading with the wholesome bit today.
We are. Well, you know what? This is a Valentine's Day episode. This is a Valentine's Day special. And, yeah, Jordan, we love you. Hannah, I love you too.
Oh, I love you.
I love my girls,
fest.
my spooky girls. It is a love fest. But on this special Valentine's Day episode of Ghost Encounters, we're exploring the darker side of romance, where devotion turns tragic, passion leads to obsession, and love leaves behind something that refuses to rest. These are stories of promises broken, hearts shattered, and relationships that end in mystery, betrayal, and death, and yet still somewhat linger. And you are laughing. Are you thinking of your story? Is that why? Or
yes, but also because I don't know what your story is, and I'm like, one of us is going to do something wholesome and like uplifting.
No,
and then it's not.
No, none of this is wholesome and uplifting at all. This is Ghost Encounters podcast. We don't do that.
Sometimes we do. Sometimes we do. Like,
when we talk about our favorite person, Jordan, yes. But when it comes to the stories that we talk about on the podcast, absolutely not.
These are edgelord hours. You have been warned.
So whether you're spending Valentine's Day with someone you love, or you're listening to us instead in the dark, this episode is a reminder that love can be just as haunting as a ghost. And on that note, a very dark note, we're going to take a quick break, and when we get back, Hannah, you are up to talk about your story that you have been fired up about for a week.
God. You're gonna poke me back into this.
Oh, I'm gonna poke you back into it. She's been texting us in the group chat just like crazy how fired up she is, and I just cannot wait to hear. I don't know what the story is. I've never heard it before.
This is a story that ruined 72 hours of my life. But we're breaking now.
All
right now.
We're breaking now. Stay tuned for Hannah's story. And we are back, my lovelies, and Hannah, you are up first. You have had me on pins and needles this whole time for a week about what this story is, because you are so angry at something, and I cannot wait to know what that anger is all about.
Anger is a harsh word.
Passion? Like what?
It's how am I going to describe this? Because it's just I have been gutted and hung to dry just by the tragedy of this, like the lack of closure, potentially, just the the horrors are myriad, and they all happen in the story of Heloise and Abelard. And I have to admit that I went into this knowing nothing. First of all, I had heard the names before, and Justin had the handy dandy little list of these are the topics that we can pick from for this Valentine's Day themed episode. And I was like, oh, Eloise and Abelard are on this list. I'm going to pick that one, and I'll finally learn.
So this list came from a book of spooky Valentine's Day stories by Tim Rayborn. We've used his book in the past for the scary Christmas stories. Yeah, he's a fantastic writer. I love the stories that are in it, and it gives us a lot of ideas to talk about on the podcast. So shout out to Tim Rayborn. Go find his book. He's a great writer.
He also
and the illustrations in there. Sorry to cut you off, but the illustrations, fucking cool.
Yeah, the art in his books is always cool. Like every time, and I shouldn't say that I didn't read his bit in the book because I just went to the internet.
You went down a rabbit hole, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this will be, a lark. And then I was like, a week and a half of my life ruined. Feelings everywhere. It was like in the part of the book that it was in like the doomed lovers section. As you get like the sort of classic tragic lover's tale, i.e. like Romeo and Juliet. You've got Paolo and Francesca. You've got Catherine and Heathcliff, etc., etc. But I had not. Yeah, I went into this not knowing the story, and it was even worse than I fucking thought it was going to be. I was completely gutted, and my reaction to all of this was so strong that I had to go lay down. I just lay there, and I was like, this. It was so much, you guys. It overloaded my entire brain, and it ruined my evening.
While other girls are obsessing over heated rivalry, Hannah is obsessing over Heloise and Abelard. Which are very strange names,
They're French.
Okay.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
They're French. Okay. So, maybe you guys aren't going to be as fucked up about this as I was. I am fully, I might be the problem here. But let's get into it. The first thing I'm going to tell you is that this is a true story. I'm sure some of it has been kind of lost in translation over the last 900 years, but the core story here, actually happened. These were two people who were alive at one point on the planet. And we know this through the letters that Heloise and Abelard have written to each other, which have inexplicably, miraculously survived time and obscurity to break my heart on a random Tuesday in February 2026. The whole thing takes place in France in the year 1115, early 12th century. So we're pre-Renaissance. The Crusades are happening. This is the era right before Notre Dame Cathedral is built, which,
wow,
fucking, dude, that makes me want to drool so bad that they, got to witness the building of Notre Dame.
Right. Holy shit.
That's so fucking cool. Do you remember when, it might have been, right before COVID, when
it burned?
Yeah, it was on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing that and just thinking the world is ending, and now here we are.
Well. We're getting closer.
Yep. Anyway, okay, the story, basically we have three characters who actually existed. First, we have Pierre Abelard. I had no idea that Abelard was his last name, but his first name is Pierre. He is a French theologian and philosopher who is known for his intellect and charisma during public debates. He's kind of a celebrity, like a hot medieval professor with a reputation and a podcast. You see what I did there?
Is he hot?
Well, he was supposed to be hot.
Okay. Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
And sometimes, look, do you not agree with me?
I wasn't sure if that was one of Hannah's side stories, like the Protestants, or
the Protestants.
If this was actual, people thought he was hot.
He was like a celebrity. He was very well known.
Okay.
He was like hot Socrates.
With a French accent.
Yeah. I mean, although if you have a French accent and he has a French accent, does anybody actually have an accent?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Anyway, so hot professor. Second, we have Heloise. She is a young woman with an unusually high level of education. She's very intelligent, very intellectually curious, and she is living under the guardianship of her uncle. Her uncle is called Fulbert, and he is the type of church official called a canon, which, a judge, priest, someone of power.
Right. Yeah.
In my brain, he, cross-references to Frollo in The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The Disney version, because that's what I'm familiar with. But that's what I picture in my brain when we're doing this. If that's what you want to picture too, you feel free, but if you don't, that's fine. Now, Fulbert is Heloise's legal guardian, and he is responsible for her upkeep, her reputation, and her future. And before I get into this whole thing, I am going to establish creepitude here that Abelard is 37 and Heloise is somewhere between 17, 20. Justin choked. So there is a significant age gap here.
You said 37.
Yeah.
And she was around 17 or 20.
Yeah, 17 to 20. So she's young. We're like, nowadays, that would be like some major statutory shit.
He'd be on Epstein's Island.
Yeah, it's some shit that's not allowed. But back in the day, this was not really seen as a problem like that. Like,
true.
So I'm not here to litigate the past, but and like that was not even the primary issue. That was not even the primary issue. Wow. So we will move on. The story begins when Canon Fulbert hires renowned mind Peter Abelard to tutor his brilliant young niece. This is a very prestigious arrangement for both men and very socially important. So Abelard, he moves into Fulbert's household and begins to teach Heloise things.
Uh-oh.
We're not sure how long it took for those things to be less academic, but eventually Abelard and Heloise, they begin an affair, and this affair is very intense. It's intellectually, emotionally, and physically intense. The attraction is mutual, but the power imbalance is obvious. So this is already a huge scandal. You're not supposed to like get it down with your teacher.
Even back then.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do it. Bad vibes.
Yeah.
But this is continuing until Heloise becomes pregnant.
Oh.
Oops. That's old-timey.
Not much contraception back then.
Yeah, I was gonna say old-timey contraception is probably not with it.
Nope.
So Heloise is temporarily sent away, where she does give birth to a son. Fortunately, they both survive this. Nobody dies in childbirth. But although she did name her son Astrolabe.
Astrolabe?
Yeah, do you know what that is? Do you know what that means?
I have no idea what that means.
Okay, because I knew what that meant, and I was like, oh my god, dude. Because it's like some insufferable intellectual shit. Because an astrolabe is like an old-timey piece of like star astronomy, astronomical measure equipment.
Oh, okay.
It's like a little telescopey kind of thing.
Oh, yeah, okay. I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's a piece of equipment. It's a science thing. So basically, these people were fucking nerds.
I'm picturing the little telescope with like the half circle ring of numbers on it that you can adjust. Like, okay.
It's like naming your child Sextant or Superman. You know, like now you just name your kid Batman and everybody gives you the side eye. But you know, back in the day, you could call your kid Astrolabe. Anyway, I very much identify with these people. By the way, at any rate, Heloise comes back from her forced vacation. And she and Abelard secretly get married, which is, lovely. However, Abelard fears for his career and his reputation, so he insists that the marriage remain a secret.
Well, I mean, he just got the judge's niece, young niece, pregnant.
Yeah, he
like,
knocked up
come
the
on.
girl. Bruh. But like, I mean, he could have married her, and it would have been less weird, at least for the time.
I guess.
It would have been less weird.
Does the canon know about this yet?
He did know. He knew that they married, and he was cool with them getting married. However, when Abelard's like, hey, I just, I kind of want to keep this on the DL, because everybody's going to think I'm a creep and I'll never work again.
You are, but...
Bruh. But the secrecy pissed off Canon Fulbert, who was already feeling really fucking disrespected by the whole thing. Like, he's been publicly disgraced, and now he believes that Abelard is trying to just, like, dip on the consequences of... That's not what I wrote. But he's gonna dip on this young woman that he married and their child, who they've probably, like, given to the curate of some
sort. Okay, I see.
So he's not gonna step up and, like, take care of his family.
He knocks her up, they get married, then he's like, I'm out.
Yeah, like, oh, you just hang out at home, and you take care of the kid, and your life is ruined now.
And also, I don't want anyone to know, and I'm going to do whatever I want.
Yeah, like, loser behavior.
Typical douchebag.
Yep.
So they existed back then, too. Look at that.
Yeah, Okay. However, truthfully, it is not the case that he was trying to dip on her. He was just kind of a coward. But like I read the letters, and he did love her. He was just deeply, deeply flawed. But regardless of who is sincere about what, Canon Fulbert arranges for violent revenge.
Oh. Ellen, she has violent revenge in all caps.
Just because I had to read it like that, you know. But he pays off some thugs, and they roll up on Abelard when he's like walking through a courtyard or some shit at night, and they castrate him.
Oh no!
Yeah, full on like chop his balls off, dude.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it goes from 0 to 10 really fast.
Yeah, I was not expecting that.
No, it was. I told you, it was. This shit is intense. This is very intense. But like, cue the screaming, cue the thugs, cue blood,
and private parts laying on the street.
Yeah, we're flinging testicles. Sorry. So, but this is the turning point. This is the turning point in the story. And Abelard retreats. He kind of just curls in on himself.
Well, and that's what does. As
one does.
You lose your balls to the street.
He goes to the church. Abelard enters monastic life. He reinterprets his castration as divine punishment and sees it as necessary to turn to religious life as an act of repentance. And like, you know, as much as somebody would be like, today I'm going to go get some therapy.
Yeah, well, they didn't really have that back then, so...
No, but you did have the church. This was the time of the Crusades, so that was like it's just shit that people did back then, I guess. I don't know. But if you really want to know, I think that having his bits cut off kind of broke you boy Abelard. It broke his brain. It was not...
As it would, yeah.
Yeah, it was not good for him. And it wasn't good for Heloise either, because she is urged to go to a convent, and she does. But like she doesn't choose to go. She just kind of does, partly.
But she has not given birth yet.
No, she has. She has. Yeah, she has.
Did she go to a convent with her baby?
No, she just goes by herself. I think they gave the kid to somebody else to raise.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, you just like pass him off. He lived his whole life. I read up on Astrolabe. Dude, that's the worst name. It's wretched. It's awful. But, okay, he was being raised by somebody else, and she just they were like, hey, Heloise, you should go and join some monastic life as well. And she was like, well, fucking nobody's gonna marry me now, because I married this dude. I spent a bunch of time fucking this dude. I had a baby with this dude. And
then my uncle got his balls chopped off, so now everyone that I date is probably gonna think that's gonna happen to them. So,
yeah, it's just fully situation is fucked up beyond all.
Yeah, this one incident really fucked a lot of shit up.
How to ruin your life in 1115. Heloise and Abelard. I had to lay down after this. She's in a convent. She goes to the convent, gets herself to a nunnery, but she didn't choose this. This was not what she wanted.
Right.
You know, she did go because there wasn't really another option for her. And she accepts her religious life, but not because really she believes in it, just kind of no alternative. But that's the point where their lives separate permanently. Like there's no reconciliation.
Yeah,
really.
I wouldn't think so.
There's there's also really not any ill will either. Which brings us to their letters to each other.
Because they still loved each other.
Yeah, they did. They just really fucked up. They just really fucked it up, dude.
Well, he fucked up by not being there, but then the uncle really fucked up by chopping his balls off. I mean,
it's bad, dude. And they had this very, very intense intellectual connection. And it's like, I know.
Which back then for him,
creepy.
But back then for him, not many women had an education, so that was probably huge for him. Huge boner for him, you know what I mean?
Yeah, she was like this unicorn.
Yeah,
you know, and he was like a celebrity, you know, How would you resist? How would you resist? And then to have it like work out, you know, like it's working. This is going good.
You
like
married him?
Get married, and then suddenly he gets a little cold feet, and then his balls get chopped off. And now suddenly you got to be a fucking nun.
That sucks.
It really sucks.
Like your life went from a high to a really bad low.
Yeah, dude,
And there's nothing in between.
Nope.
No steps. No gradual decline. No, it was here and then here.
Just boom.
Yep. Nosedive.
Instant terrible. But the letters that they wrote each other after this point, post monastic life, still exist. We have them.
Wow.
I spent some time on a Sunday night. I spent some time reading these letters. And man, did they fuck me up.
Oh, no.
They were so sad, Justin. It was too sad for me.
Did you read all of them?
I did not read all of them.
How many
they're
are
compiled to a book. I read like the selections.
Okay.
Because
the main pieces.
Yeah, there's like, I think it's divided into a couple different sections. Like the first selection is just Peter Abelard saying shit about like, oh, this is my punishment, and this is, you know, what's gonna happen to me now. So like we're self-centered.
Yeah, of course.
But they're all heartbreaking. There's like this massive misalignment between the letters, because she is still very obviously in love with him, and she's like, I'm so pleased to be able to talk to you again and to hear from you again, and it makes this horrible fucking religious life that I didn't choose, that has been chosen for me, that I have to live. You could be my companion in my misery. And he's just like, Heloise, we have to go to the Lord and atone for our sins, and also they chopped off my balls. So he's like, he's not right anymore. And she's like, hey, I still love you. And he's like, I love you too, except I'm not right anymore. And it's like, he was very focused on the suffering that he experienced and the theology and what he sees as his redemption arc. But Heloise wrote to him with just this emotional clarity about how she felt and how she still feels. And she admits that her desire and her grief never really went away. And she writes about how she loved him physically and as a man and exactly for who he was, and refused to believe that her own suffering made her any holier. And that, like, it just, dude, it fucked me up, man.
Yeah.
It fucked me up. It fucked me up. And it just was too much low-level misery. High-level misery, maybe? But, man, there is... Like, I pulled out a quote for you guys that made me very sad.
Oh, great. Thanks. You pulled up sad quote. All right.
Yep. Okay, I'm going to read it. In translation, Heloise writes, God knows I never sought anything in you but yourself. I cared nothing for marriage, nothing for dowry or gifts. I would rather be your mistress than the lawful wife of an emperor.
Wow.
The story sucks and I hate it.
Wow.
She was like so down bad for this man who, like...
I mean, that just pulls me to the quote that Arwen says to Aragorn in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah! You know, it's very like, I would sell all this life for you, man.
Yeah.
Just get your shit together.
Now I understand...
The yearning?
Your, like you said, not anger, but... Oh,
it's like, I
word
see.
for it.
I see in her.
You are encompassing Heloise's frustration and anger and disappointment, and you feel for this lady.
I do!
And that's all projecting, so now I fully understand.
Projecting wildly.
I can only imagine what it was like inside your house as you were reading these letters. It was like, probably chaos.
The vibe was putrid. And everybody's like, Hannah, what are you doing? And I'm like, get out! Get out of my kitchen! You're not allowed in here while I'm yearning! For this stupid ass man! You know. I'll stop.
There it is.
Okay.
There it is. There's that fire. There's that passion.
We figured it out. We figured out why I was upset, you guys.
Yes.
Okay. Where was I at? Okay. This is where I was. I found my place. Although Heloise and Abelard remain connected through their correspondence, they are never romantically reunited. Heloise becomes an abbess and a respected intellectual in her own right. And Abelard continues to write and to teach, and they just kind of keep on living their separate lives. There's no resolution. There's no, like, clear moral extract from this, and, like, there's no tidy way to tie it all up. They die without each other, and they are buried separately. However, in the 19th century, once, fellow yearners got a hold of the letters and began to read and...
Fellow Hannahs got a hold of these letters.
Okay. But they found where they were buried separately, allegedly, disinterred their remains and had them reburied together.
Oh, well, that's nice, even though...
I fucking... Hang on, let me get to it. Let me get to it, because I feel away. But they were placed together at Père Lachaise, where a neo-Gothic monument was erected in their honor. And, like, now, whether this is nice or not, I don't know, because they didn't ask for this.
No, they didn't. I mean, I guess it's a nice gesture, because someone after the fact is thinking about them. But again,
about their love.
They're dead. And they don't get to see this. They don't get to experience it unless their spirits are somewhere where they can see it. But
even like Abelard, I don't think he would have wanted it. Maybe Heloise wouldn't have wanted it either if she had already lived her life. Maybe she because she never as far as I know, she never showed up at his place. Did that I feel like is it a sweet gesture? I suppose. Would they have wanted it? Who knows? And it's just another thing in this legacy of things being kind of done to them without their knowledge, without their consent. It's arguably horrible. But my gut says that.
Do we know how long they wrote letters for? Was it until the day they died, or just up until the point until they were
quite a bit older,
old and decrepit, and
probably old and decrepit? It was they remain in correspondence at least for the rest of his life.
Yeah,
if not.
But imagine that, now today, if there's someone you love, you can just shoot them a text message, look at Facebook, Instagram, instantaneously keep contact, but you have to handwrite a motherfucking letter, mail it, wait weeks for it to get to wherever the fuck it's going, read it, write a response, and that continues the cycle of weeks on weeks of just writing and waiting and writing and waiting.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they were in it for the long haul, man.
Yeah.
Even if they weren't in it for the long haul.
But not one of them could have seen the other person this whole time?
I suppose
Are you
not.
confined? Are you locked?
I don't think so.
Can you take a trip?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. Maybe it was just
She came for money. There's well,
I don't know. I don't know their
that's
lives.
where my mind goes. I don't know. I don't know the rules, but...
Or maybe it was just spicier at a distance. I don't know. Maybe they were just we can't.
We can't, but we still love each other. But we can't.
It's tragic.
It is. It is. I'm not making fun. It is.
No,
it is tragic. I'm not making fun at all. No. I'm really not. I'm just curious. I am just curious about why they couldn't have seen each other once.
Yeah,
but
I don't know. Maybe it just wasn't allowed. Maybe they knew it would escalate. Maybe another surprise baby. I feel like that would have been worse.
Well, he couldn't have.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, right.
He has no balls.
His nuts got chopped off. I forgot.
How do you forget that? That's been on my mind since you fucking said that. It hasn't left my brain.
I don't know. I got different equipment.
That's true.
I'm less worried about it. But their grave now is kind of a a pilgrimage site. People go and visit where they're allegedly buried.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I'm would I be able to go, or would I just ugly cry the whole time? I'd probably ugly cry the whole time.
I mean, honestly, this is more tragic than Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, it is, because it's real.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happened. These people fucked up their lives for each other, and
what happened? I want to know what happened to Judge. He was awful. Like,
Yeah,
fuck
he probably
you, man.
just had his own life.
Yeah, he probably had lived a great, luxurious
he just,
life.
like, ate dinner.
He's like, all right, I chopped this guy's balls off. My niece is at a convent. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Away, kid.
Yeah.
They're bizarrely named child.
Oh yeah, didn't even raise his, that child that's in his family. Just sent it off somewhere else and said, someone else deal with it.
Just go away. But yeah, that's the story of ruining my life for 72 hours.
And it all makes sense. I've been waiting to
does.
hear this, and that was tragic.
Yeah, and like Abelard kind of fumbled a baddie though.
Very tragic.
Yeah.
Now I'm kind of embarrassed to read my story.
Is yours like less tragic than that?
I mean, yeah, way less of a story, way
Damn.
less tragic.
Well, this
but
is
we'll get into it. So, all right.
Found it. The earners found
on the note of lack of testicles, I'm gonna pour some more alcohol.
I can't believe you're drinking that, man. For
And
real, I had a sip of that, and it was.
It is our spooky to the core mead. That they've not. This is probably at least 2 years old.
Yeah.
Because I had extra bottles, but the more you drink it, the better it tastes.
as
the
we
mead
discussed.
actually is really good when it first comes out. This has just been sitting for a while in my bar. But
And I'm also a fucking hater.
Yeah, you are.
I don't like mead. Also, it is 3 sweet 5 me, man. Not to be like on brand. But
yeah, it's not for everybody.
it's not for me.
Okay, that's a topic for a different time.
that was Heloise and Abelard.
Yeah, I'm very happy that now it all clicked. It all makes sense. I understand why you were so passionate and fiery
I had
about
an
this.
insane reaction to it because I was like,
Yeah.
how could fate separate these people who were so perfectly in love with each other? Yeah, it gave me the big feelings. I was like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, nobody's gonna get this but me. But I'm like, this
Nicholas Sparks has nothing on Heloise and Abelard.
He really fucking no. I'm like, this must be how Hosier felt when he was reading the Inferno and had to hear about Paolo and Francesca. This is what Hosier felt. Me and Hosier, tell me. Like, write in Hosier personally, and you can tell me.
If he likes this stuff, I don't know. Does he like this stuff?
Does he like this?
I don't know.
Have you listened to Francesca? You haven't.
No.
It's fine. Unreal on Earth, Francesca. It's another tragic lover story. But, like, listen, Paolo and Francesca in the Inferno, in Dante's Inferno, and as Dante and Virgil are, like, journeying through to the, the ultimate circle, they pass through the circle of lust, where Paolo and Francesca have been damned together. But, like, look, at least they get to be together in hell, because Heloise and Abelard probably don't. Because fucking Abelard really wanted to go to heaven. This man really wanted fucking redemption. And Heloise is like, fuck you, man. I'll just be chilling here in hell waiting. Like, and that's why it's worse. That's why it's worse. You don't even get eternity. You just get nothing. You get to live in a convent.
All right,
And your nuts get chopped off. It's all bad.
It's all bad. Before Hannah flips this whole fucking table, we're gonna stop there, because I know it's gonna happen. All right, we're gonna fan you off.
Okay, I'm really pink.
We're gonna open up another beverage for you before you flip this table over. All right, we're gonna take a break. When we get back, I'm gonna read my lot shorter, less sad story.
I'm not crying. I'm not crying. It's okay.
All right, we'll be right back. And we are back. Hannah, how you enjoying that?
I have never had something quite like this before, and I keep choking on the little chunks.
That's what she said. Yeah, Tommy gave me that. Also, speaking of Tommy, he's the one that gave us he's the one that gifted me the Valentine's Day spooky book. So, Tommy, I love you.
Thank you, Tommy.
Yes.
You ruined 72
You
hours.
ruined Hannah's life.
I'm never going to recover from this, honestly. I'm going to be telling people this story until they are so sick of it.
Yes, you are. You're going to tell everyone that you know about the story.
They're going to know.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to buy the book and just be worse.
No. All right, before we get back to that,
I'm off it. I'm done.
we're going to talk about Stony Hollow Road. Now, out in southeastern Iowa, just outside the small town of Burlington, right near the Illinois border, there's a quiet stretch of country gravel known as Stony Hollow Road. A place that seems normal in the daylight, but once the sun dips behind the trees and darkness spreads across the rural landscape, locals say something else walks these lonely hills. According to legend, this seemingly ordinary rural road holds the restless spirit of a woman named Lucinda, one of Hawkeye State's most enduring ghost stories. Back in the 1800s, Lucinda was a young woman full of hope and love. She had plans, big ones. She was engaged to be married, and she arranged to meet her fiancé on that very road at a cliff overlooking the landscape right outside of Burlington.
I feel like I know where this is going, and I hate it.
Yes.
Fuck!
As I was searching this and typing this out, I was like, before I get into it, I knew Hannah was going to think she's stupid, and if Jordan was here, she'd be like, oh, she's fucking stupid. And
like, okay,
yeah.
Who are we thinking is stupid here?
Lucinda. Is that not where your brain was going?
No,
Were you going asshole guy again? Because
I was going asshole guy.
Okay, get Heloise
like,
and out. Yeah, get them out of your head. This is not that.
Son.
This is not that.
Okay.
But when evening came, and he never showed, she waited and waited. Lucinda's heartbreak became unbearable. She became convinced that he had run off with another woman.
Go home.
Consumed by despair,
Girl.
she climbed to the cliff's edge,
Oh, girl.
looked out, and took her own life. An act of tragic finality that would bind her spirit to these rolling hills. Locals say she jumped to her death in the cold of night, her heart heavy with grief, sadness, and confusion. And this is the point where I think Jordan would say, oh, she's fucking stupid. Like, go home or wait a little longer. Now,
he's not worth it.
Basically, she waited a very long time. Okay, she did wait a very long time.
How long did she wait?
They don't know.
Too long.
But too long to the point where it was very, very, very dark out, and people back then in the 1800s wouldn't be out on a road in that kind of darkness. They were supposed to be at sunset. It's been a while.
You don't have headlights.
No. You don't. She doesn't even have a fucking candle.
Yeah, there's nothing.
You know? Dark.
Sweetheart.
So she climbs to the top. Grief, sadness, she jumps off and takes her own life. Falls right on to Stony Hollow Road. Splat.
Yikes.
Only later did the truth emerge. Her fiancé had not abandoned her at all. His horse-drawn wagon had become stuck in the mud just down the road, delaying him long enough that by the time he arrived, Lucinda was already gone.
Oh, fuck.
No warning, no goodbye, just a bloody, deformed tragedy laying on Old Stony Hollow Road.
Wow, I fucking hate that too. That's legit. That's like some Romeo and Juliet shit.
This is very much like, if you just wait a little bit longer. It would be fine. But nope.
Oh, chill.
And that heartbreak did not fade. And some say it refused to rest. They call Stony Hollow Road one of Iowa's most haunted stretches of asphalt. Many claim that at night, just after dark, you can feel the temperature drop as you drive its bends. Some motorists even see a pale figure standing near the cliffs dressed in white, her face hidden in the shadows. And if you're bold or foolish enough to stop your car and step out and call her name 3 times, the legend says she may answer. Lucinda. 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 If the wind carries your voice, some say you might catch a glimpse of her, or worse, feel her watching you from the trees. Feel her watching you from the cliff that she once jumped off of. But there's a darker twist to the story. One that transforms curiosity into dread. According to local lore, if Lucinda appears and drops a rose at your feet, it's a symbol. It isn't a symbol of love.
Shit.
It's a curse.
Oh, shit.
They say this means you will die within the next day or two. a chilling omen carried on the breeze and whispered by those who visited the site after nightfall. Some compare it to a haunting Valentine, an echo of love gone wrong, offering its own dark and final message. Over the years, visitors have shared unsettling experiences, headlights flickering as they pass the cliffs, sudden chills that rise like breath on a mirror, and even the sense of being followed and just seeing something white out of the corner in the glimpse of your eye. Whether you believe in ghost stories or think it's all, imagination, Stony Hollow Road has woven itself into Iowa folklore, a tale of love loss and a spirit that may still roam these winding back roads, waiting for someone who never came.
That's a fucking bummer. Dude, Stone bummer.
If we're doing a tragic, spooky Valentine's Day episode, they're gonna be tragic and sad.
Yeah.
I told you this was a lot shorter than your story.
That's okay.
And
it's
a little bit different. But, if you're ever right outside Burlington and you find old Stony Hollow Road, try shouting out Lucinda's name 3 times and see if she appears or...
Honestly, I would kind of like to fuck with that.
I would love to.
Like, Lucinda, you don't have to hang out here waiting for this dusty man.
They loved each other.
Oh, right. He didn't abandon her.
His wagon just got stuck in the mud.
Yeah.
Or at least that's what we're told.
Couldn't call an Uber.
Not back then. What would they call an Uber back then?
Ye old Uber.
You still use the word Uber? Ye old Uber. We're not calling it horse burr or anything like that.
Insta horse.
Insta horse.
That's so stupid.
You see, listen, this is what we do when we're faced to talk about and read these stories of tragedy and sadness. We have to make jokes. Otherwise, we'll just stay sad the whole night.
In the face of unimaginable tragedy and grief, make a horse joke.
Yes.
This is, you know what this one reminds me of? It reminds me a little bit of Corpse Bride without the murder.
Right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's like a Resurrection Mary kind of sort of deal. Did you ever find, she doesn't end up in your fucking car with you, but...
No. Pretty much all we know is everything that I said. So obviously it is one of those folklore tales. We don't really have anything written down, set in stone, but
it's just a fun story.
This is the story. I'm sure it happened. Someone jumped off a cliff and died there.
Yeah, shit happens.
But we don't know the full details. But
and everybody loves, honest, as evidenced by the fact that this episode exists. People love a tragic love story. Me and my fellow yearners.
Yes, and I still gotta say your story was definitely a lot worse than anything Nicholas Sparks has put out.
Truly, it's very. What was the one? Oh my god. I was trying to come up. I think it was a Nicholas Sparks thing. What's the "You're okay, I'm okay" story? Is that Nicholas Sparks?
I have no idea.
Fucking just because CJ's sister has a blanket that says like "You're okay, I'm okay" or like "You're a bird, I'm a bird." I don't know if it's the same one. I'm not a romance novel reader, so I don't even know. I've been trying to come. I could Google this. I could easily. I just keep asking. Eventually, somebody's gonna know because I'm too lazy to Google it. Write in the comments if you're a Nicholas Sparks.
She's not going to Google it. She just wants someone else to give her the information.
Yeah, I just want somebody to tell me.
She doesn't want to see it for herself. She wants someone to give it to her.
I want somebody to tell me.
That's fine.
No, we got a comment from a stranger recently, and it made up for my week.
It was directed at Hannah.
It was.
Hannah got a little excited.
I love. Yeah. Please interact with me. I'm so lonely. But what was the guy? He was, because it was on our yokai episode, and he was like, "Oh yeah, you should definitely watch the Ghost Stories anime." So I fucking did. If you're the person who recommended me the Ghost Stories anime, thank you. Because yes, I did force it upon my entire household, and we binged like 18 episodes. We watched like all of it. We watched so much of it, and we were just like completely howling the entire time.
Do you see what happens, listeners and viewers? Do you see what happens when you write to us? Like, we take that shit seriously. Yeah. And now you literally forced her whole household to watch whatever this was. I got a glimpse of it, and yes, It's definitely a very Hannah thing to watch.
You can control me if you're nice enough in the comments.
But yeah, I would love to know from the listeners. I mean, I'd love to do another Valentine's Day special. So, what are some either spooky or tragic Valentine's Day stories that you know of that we could add to our very long list of ideas and suggestions? So, please write into us about that. And but before we go further, I'm going to pour a little bit more in my cup because these have been very tragic stories. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
If you're loving the Ghost Encounters podcast, be sure to hit subscribe and drop us a 5-star rating. Stay connected with us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Ghost Encounters PA. For haunted merch, head over to ghost-encounters.com and check out the spooky shop for all our exclusive items. Want to unlock the full Ghost Encounters experience? Become a spooky VIP on Patreon. With your membership, you'll get ad-free episodes, early access, discounts on exclusive merch, and bonus content that brings you closer to the mysteries and the macabre that we explore. Ready to join our haunted community and jump into the shadows? Visit patreon.com/Ghost Encounters Podcast and take your place among the VIPs of the paranormal.
Ghost Encounters Podcast is sponsored by Sleepy Cat Urban Winery. Sleepy Cat Urban Winery is a multi-award-winning cat-themed urban winery in the Theater District of Allentown, Pennsylvania. All 30-plus wine varieties available are handcrafted. Whether you enjoy dry, sweet, or fruit wines, there's a wine for every taste. With wine names like Kitty Kisses, Personality, and Mischievous, you can't help but to get immersed into the cat theme. Stop in at either location, Allentown, or their newest location in the Palmerton Public Market for a tasting, a flight of wine, or wine bottles to go. Check out Sleepy Cat Urban Winery on Facebook and Instagram. Looking for a marketing company that's hauntingly effective? Well, Ghost Marketing Company provides expert white label marketing for your business. They bring your brand to life with social media management, eye-catching graphics, targeted ad campaigns, and stunning photography and video production. With Ghost Marketing, you get all the benefits of a marketing team without big agency pricing. It's so good, it's scary. Are you ready to grow your business? Visit ghostmarketingco.com. That's ghostmarketingco.com. And we are back. Wow, this has been a lovely, tragic episode.
I mean,
really
lovely is
has.
a word.
Oh, well, just because it's Valentine's Day, that's why I'm using that word. That's really the only reason.
It has been bad. We have all
Tragic
suffered.
love. Oh yes, especially Heloise and
Abelard.
Abelard. Yep.
Yep.
And that poor kid.
Yeah.
You know.
Not only did he get saddled with a fucked up, stupid ass name,
But now he grows up learning that his father has been castrated, and
his mother got forced into the church.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now, like,
his legacy is a shambles.
Right? Like,
he
gotta be.
And
That's
he ended
just...
that line too. He also joined the church.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, he did. He
I
was
was going to ask, like, what happened to the child?
Yeah. No, he grew up. And,
did he grow up to be Jack the Ripper and have a fucked up life?
He just grew up and had a life like a regular one.
All right. Well.
So I guess it could have been worse for him. I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
At least if there's a silver lining there, it's Astrolabe survived to adulthood and did some stuff.
Well, we got castration and love being sent by letters. We got a woman jumping off a cliff because her man's wagon was stuck in mud. What an episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I really wish Jordan was here. Excuse the hell out of me. Really wish Jordan was here because she had a story about, it was like what the hell was it called?
Dude,
the chocolate murders or something.
Oh, yeah.
And yes, so next Valentine's Day, we will save that story. And want to say again, Jordan, we love you so much. And want everyone to give positive thoughts and vibes and everything to Jordan. Really wish she was here. Because, like I said, it is really not the same without her.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, as
the trio
as
needs
fun
to
as
be.
I have,
But the trio needs to be together.
We are incomplete.
We are incomplete. We have a piece missing, just like a piece of my heart. It's Valentine's Day. How many puns can I move into this episode?
Oh, I was told recently that when I do a heart like this, it means I'm old because the kids do it like this now.
Oh, see, like I just...
Yeah, or you can do like the little finger heart.
Yeah.
That's
But no,
cute.
this is always what I've been...
Yeah, that's like that, but now the kids...
What is this?
I...
Like gang sign?
No, it's like this. It's you take
How
your
do-
fingers and you do a heart like this. That's what the kids are doing.
I don't like that. It feels weird in my fingers. That's what she said.
It took me like too long to figure this out because I'm very stupid.
Oh man. Well, also, how did you all enjoy this episode? I don't know if we've done
Last
sort
year we
of
did-
Valentine's Day episode, but this has been a Valentine's Day special. I'll never forget. Oh God, I'll never forget the one Valentine's Day esque. It was around Valentine's Day. The one episode you did on Tansler.
No.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I did do that.
Oh,
didn't
you
I?
did do that. Oh, but we did have the ghost love stories.
Yeah, we did have.
We did
those.
have that.
Uh-huh.
Jordan had a great story for that. Those were pretty interesting. People falling
Yeah.
in love with ghosts and all that.
It's a way to live your life.
That was, and the one lady that got married out at sea to
Yeah.
a ghost that she pretty much thought was Jack Sparrow,
Yeah.
you know?
Which, I mean, physically speaking, it could be worse. And ghost version might
Listen, life is weird, love is weird. Okay?
fucking
Really
yeah,
is.
dude. It's,
Just don't jump off a cliff if someone's late a couple minutes or a couple hours and, you know...
yeah, just like send them the angriest text you can, dress them down within an inch of their life, and then maybe break up.
Oh,
You
man.
heard it here. I'm the dumb pimp friend. So
She's the one who's like ready, like, hey, you gotta bury a body? Let's do this. Like
when we are firing up the sausage grinder. We are ready. We will grind your ex into sausage. You heard it here.
you heard it here.
Yeah, no regrets. Don't let somebody's dusty son fuck you up. That's Valentine's
One
Day.
specifically, I think we should,
Yes, death.
but we're not talking about that.
Oh no.
Anyway, yeah, so there's actually a part 2 to this episode, but that is only for our subscribers and Patreon people because they pay a very small premium to hear our extra content. So if you are interested in hearing Hannah and I talk more about these kind of tragic love stories, then in order to listen to part 2, you have to become a subscriber on Spotify or become a Patreon. It's only a couple dollars, but there's a lot of bonus content up there, and we're going to be working on some more bonus content. And you get a couple of extra little freebies and stuff like that, and you get to talk to us personally if you want to.
Yeah,
You know, if you want to.
it's you do.
Do they?
No, I probably don't. I'm like,
What?
this is,
Between the last episode and the stuff we were saying, and now we're talking about castration. I mean, do they
dude,
really want to
like
talk
this
about
is honestly this is the most interesting that I have been all week, and the most interesting I will continue.
It's
to be.
winter. There's still snow. It's not going away. Yeah.
I'm so over it. I'm over the wind. The gutters came off my building.
Oh no.
That
My pipes froze. Sunday morning, my
oh
pipes
God,
froze.
Yeah.
Yes. Good thing. I'm going to say this delicately. Good thing I used the bathroom first and was able to flush the toilet because after that, no cold water came into the toilet because the pipes were frozen and I had to turn the heat up in the house and get heaters to where those pipes are that were frozen. I knew which ones they were. And we got it unfrozen, thankfully, without any kind of bursting or
Oh,
whatever.
my God.
But still, pain in the ass.
Do you know how to force flush a toilet? You
Yes.
know because you taught me
Yes,
how to force.
I know.
flush.
Yes, from my story about how I had to that one time, and yes, you can use a bucket of water to force flush the toilet. We are not going to talk about that story, especially on this podcast. We are going to stop that right there. Okay?
Dude, if you
Nope.
want, I will. If you people want to subscribe to our Patreon, I will tell you the story about how I had to force flush a toilet in a vacant house that did not have any water because somebody fucking stole all the pipes.
And I will tell you my story about how I had to force flush a toilet in a vacant house where the water was shut off. We are
But
not okay.
nobody
No,
stole
no,
your
no, no.
fucking pipes, though. No, I'm not going to tell the story. I'm not going to tell the story.
Okay,
No,
this has
we'll
been
save it.
this has been a very tragic Valentine's Day episode. I hope you all enjoyed it. Write to us, send us your spooky fan stories. I am demanding now that you write your
Yeah.
spooky fan stories, or else
With
I am
threats
going
of violence.
to keep saying it on every single episode because there's nothing else I can do. But it will make Jordan feel better, like I said.
Yeah.
You
Don't
sending us? Oh my god! If she got an alien story, do you have any idea like how happy
She would
be?
ascend.
Oh my! She would. Yeah, she would ascend. She literally like she's being
Ascend.
taken up by UFO. She would ascend if she got an alien story. So come on, write us in. I have So I have friends and friends of friends of friends who like listen to the podcast, and I keep hearing the same thing. Oh, I'm embarrassed to write in. I don't know if I should. Yes, you should. Don't be embarrassed. You should write in. I don't care what the story is, what happened to you, how short it is, how detailed, undetailed. Like, just write in.
Yeah,
Like,
if you can.
people love these stories. I don't know if we have any on backlog. Because
I don't
I'm not
think
going to do
so.
the spooky fan story unless Jordan's here. Because
Yeah.
she started that. I'm not doing that unless she's here.
Yeah. So we're having a backlog. We're
Yeah.
gonna do it.
So,
And if you guys you show me mine and I'll show you yours. If you're embarrassed, I will tell you about how I had to force flush a toilet in a vacant house.
the best way to show us love is to send in your spooky fan stories. That's the best way to show us love.
Yeah.
And
like interact
if you
with us.
share around this podcast and give us 5 stars, that
Yeah.
also shows us love. So, all right, let's stop this there. We are going to start the part 2 of this Valentine's Day episode for our subscribers and Patreon.
Do we need to
So
sign off?
we have to say goodbye to all of you, but we are not going to say goodbye to our Patreon and subscriber people. But we are going to sign off for now.
We will.
We will.
We will usher those who have not paid for the extra content.
Exactly.
politely
Those
out.
few little dollars that you can get all this extra content.
Buy me a coffee.
Anyway, that is all the time we have for today. Stay spooky.
Oh no, I didn't come up with it. I didn't come up with one. Ooh, shit. You know what? I parked like an asshole and it erased everything in my brain. And
I thought you were going to say, like, don't castrate someone,
No,
or do
that's-
castrate someone, or...
don't name
Like,
your
I
kid
don't know.
fucking Astrolabe.
There it is.
Don't name your kid Astrolabe, of all the things.
There it is. Happy
Don't do that.
Valentine's Day, everybody.